You know, sometimes when I'm seeing the whole absurdity of political situation in the United States, sometimes I can't but draw parallels with Jujutsu Kaisen, surprisingly. And okay, in here, some people can start throwing torches and spears at me. Because come on, Purple, are you seriously comparing real life to an anime? Well, yes. But yes, this video is made only for laughs. We're gonna talk about solely hypothetical situation, and actually Gojo is Japanese, so YouTube please don't ban me. Alright, at first a little context on the situation. If you've been a good boy and you've been reading Jujutsu Kaisen and watching manga, you might notice that Gojo, one of the strongest sorcerers in the world, several times was speaking out about literally overthrowing the government.
The top of the Jujutsu world is a den of vice.
Maybe I ought to just cut to the chase and go kill off all those higher-ups.
And I want to reset that garbage Jujutsu world.
And not the real government, of course, those guys are useless. He's talking about the higher-ups of Jujutsu Kaisen society. Of course, he ended up not doing that, but for the sake of this video, I thought, what if he did? And okay, if at first I thought it was a way to display character's narcissistic personality and show how powerful he is, that he can pretty much do anything he wants without consequences,
Gojo could kill every person in this country all on his own if he wanted to.
but the more I followed JJK's story, the more I started to support Gojo's ideas. But before I get into it, a word from our sponsor. Purple Georgia, great YouTube channel, awesome anime videos, sometimes video essay on movies and anime seasons. So let's see how our alternative reality looks like. Instead of yapping all around, Gojo goes and kills all the higher-ups. At the same time, he threatens all the other clans that if they try to challenge his position of power, he's just gonna do the same thing to them. All the other clans are essentially agreed, either because they respect Gojo or because, well, you know, he's the only one with 6 eyes and limitless and practically unlimited energy, so yeah. In addition, Gojo most likely has support from strong sorcerers such as Yuta Akatsu, and his Rika is pretty impossible to beat. Even Kenjaku earlier stated that if he gets Rika, it's pretty much a game over for the Jujutsu Society. So yeah, okay, I suppose no further questions about how Gojo keeps his power. First thing Gojo does is clearly gonna be changing the no killing no sorcerers laws, which in the past have been proven to be not effective at all. And I don't mean like completely getting rid of those rules so sorcerers can kill anybody they want. For example, one of the laws states that sorcerers literally cannot harm non-sorcerers in any way possible or in any situations possible, unless it's a direct assault, which in the past already led to abundance of cults, which sorcerers couldn't do anything about, and that led to, some other problems.
Monkey.
So yeah, those laws are going out the window, and we're getting the ones that at least allow exceptions, in which the criminal non-sorcerers can actually be punished. Meanwhile, somewhere around that time, regular people probably noticed Gojo's revolution. The Japanese government most likely will try to negotiate some sort of agreement with Gojo, because earlier they were supporting Jujutsu Society with money, and right now when the situation collapsed a little, they're most likely want to have assurance that they're at least gonna keep protecting them from curses. But since we already saw Gojo have connection to a lot of people in the government, and that he respects them, and that he before was proving to do job right, they're most likely gonna negotiate some sort of agreement. Next, Gojo's most likely gonna keep a closer look on non-sorcerers within the clans of sorcerers, because he already knows that Zenin clan, for example, really likes to throw kids in the pit with monsters if they have no curse energy, and I'm sure Gojo would definitely like to avoid another Toji situation. I'm honestly still not sure what Zenin clan was thinking. Okay, they threw a child with no curse energy to the pit with monsters. He got really OP body strength and durability because of that, then became freaking sorcerer killer, and then they do the same thing to Maki. Bruh, the dudes learn nothing. Alright, back to our fucked up timeline. After that, Gojo decides to change the whole exam system. Because, well, you know, the exams in Jujutsu Kaisen Society look like freaking Hunger Games, when students of 2 schools meet up and just beat each other's asses. In addition, now, sorcerer students have to attend missions in groups of 4 or 5 to avoid further death. Oh yeah, and now sorcerer schools also have like math classes, so those kids actually knew, well, anything about life except for fighting. Seriously, how does society even functions if not even all those kids attended high schools? By the way, if any of you have doubts that Gojo's reasons aren't actually valid, let's talk a little bit about the whole absurdity of how society in Jujutsu Kaisen is actually structured. We see the big problem for starters that the magical society in this world is basically a monarchy. I am really oversimplifying it because Jujutsu Kaisen world system is basically on top of all the sorcerers, we have 6 ancient clans. That is the Zenin clan, Gojo clan, Kamo clan, Inumaki clan, Fujiwara clan, and Abi clan. Some of them more important than the others, however. For example, Zenin, Gojo, and Kamo clan are apparently on top. And it is on itself pretty funny because those clans are in charge because basically a while ago their ancestors possessed insane power, that's why they have power right now. Even though not directly, because all the superpowers are technically not stuck the same way it used to be. For example, it's a we're in the Hyena era where supposedly this whole system got formed and where Sukuna was rampaging, you know, all that story. There was more sorcerers who were more like Gojo and who were capable of basically throwing hands, destroying cities, all that stuff. But right now this whole power-based structure doesn't even make sense because the ones in power are not actually powerful. Right, okay, I'm saying power way too much. But everyone is still acting powerful and mighty as if their ancestors and them have anything like. I am getting away from the point. Each of those clans have something like a representative, and characters usually refer to those people as higher-ups. Because when... pardon me? And yeah, I'm leaving all of this in. Because remember when Gojo said he's gonna kill all the higher-ups, it'll be pointless because they'll all can be quickly replaced. Well, duh, that's how political structure actually works. But not in the universe of this video. And there we go, a perfect society is created. With a leader who's stronger than anybody and therefore is not gonna get replaced. And no, that's not a dictatorship. And moral of the story, I guess, vote Xi Jinping and tell me in the comments what more you think Gojo would have done if he became president. And I guess that is all for today. Like, subscribe, see ya!